So guys, um, right now I have set up this folder structure and started the video late, but you can see this. I have already installed and upgraded my Cassandra driver, so that's all we needed. Pip install Cassandra driver. It's gonna take some time and it's gonna be installed. So I hope you have already installed and started your Cassandra. If you haven't, you can go to the data stacks and download it. It's pretty simple. Well, okay, let's go forward from here. So I have my testcast.py right here. I have created a method called create app, and I'm gonna throw things in this. Let's go ahead and create a view. A view is not actually creating a view. It's just basically the API.py, which will be later used. So let me define a blueprint for this. Blueprint. Oh, I just love this ID. There's name. Okay, takes a templates folder, but right now I don't have to. I needed to. I want to. So let's go ahead and define a route. So API dot route. Gonna be slash and index. Return word. It's still use however. I don't know how that. Oh, forgot. Honest mistake. Well, I guess I should be using default. Sorry. Default. Okay, I really prefer the default. Because this can also be top. Oops, sorry, my bad. Top. Okay. Let me confirm this. I've already, so as you know, most of the codes go right. Okay. Let me do this. Great. Oh, I just had to replace the other things. Fine. Since we have a blueprint, we just go and register that. Let's the blueprint API. It's gonna import this. Okay. So let's give it a test run. Debug. Okay. Address already in use. Okay. Pretty simple. Guys, you're gonna love this. I have a command called boom. It just kills everything. Okay, go back. Rerun it. Still. Let me just pull up this post equal to 0.0.0 and port. Wrong word. And put 81. Nice. So I got my hello world. Let's go ahead and do some Cassandra stuff. So for Cassandra, we have already installed the driver, Cassandra driver. Now we want to just do a quick connect to the cluster. So first I'm going to define the cluster. It's going to connect to the default, whatever they have. Then I want to go ahead and connect to the cluster. So cluster dot connect. So as you can see, I'm not giving any key space because right now I'm not sure if the key space is available or not. So I'm just gonna run a quick query. Guys, I've already written it, so I'm a lazy person, so I'm just gonna pull it out. So session dot execute. Okay, now a little bit of change. So I can just say a test. Great. So if there's no key space named test, it's gonna create it with a simple strategy and only single replication factor. Just like we could. And now we can go ahead and say session dot set key space to be test. But you guys can put this thing into a config or environment file if you are deploying on Heroku. Otherwise, just for sample testing, this is good. So we have it now. Just let's do a quick run. I was getting a lot of problems earlier. Okay, got it. So there's a key space. Should have created it. Let me see what's the problem. Okay, key space test does not exist. Oops. Okay, session is equal to cluster dot connect key space equal to test. Should work now. I guess there's some other problem maybe. Okay, there is a called. That's I'll just have to go back to my previous code and see what I've done. It's the same thing that I'm doing everywhere. Nothing too fancy, but I'm pretty sure this is right. Okay, so session dot execute. Actually, drop drop this. Like this. No, definitely not gonna work well. You want it. Let me find a solution and then get back to you guys. Sorry about this. Alright, I found what I was doing wrong. Okay, first of all, my query syntax was wrong. I know many people outside will be like, dude, what are you doing? Anyways, so another thing, I just changed all the key space to be lowercase because that's how it's supposed to be. And just added this drop key space if exists, whatever the key space is, and then connecting to the cluster again. So now everything is working over here. Let's just go ahead and create a model for us. So what I want to do is create a base model, which is just an abstract, so that if later I want to do any kind of methods that run across each and every model, I could do that easily. So let's just call it base. And in the base, I'm going to define a base model, which will take in model import Simple. And have to define the abstract, true, and the key space. Key space is equal to Cassandra final try. Yeah, I was getting really impatient about this. Okay, that's about it. Now define some other one. Okay, so I've already done that. Did I write in the code? Yeah, I'm lazy. Boom, got it. Okay. So okay. So here I just imported my base and the Cassandra columns. Cassandra columns, you can get the API on data stacks. It has the UUID, text, binary, ASCII, integers, a lot of stuff. So regular stuff being there. I created a get data methods. So for each and every object of the person, I can fetch the data easily in a JSON format, and then I can write a JSONify wrapper around it to send response. Okay, so I did a string because the ID is a UUID, so it returns a UUID object, and I'm just converting it into string. Simple. Okay. So before I could run anything, this table needs to be synced. And to sync this table, I'll have to do a connection manager. So let me just create a separate script, script directory, and I'm going to write sync file. So, well, you could do it on a Python console or anything, but just gonna do it right here. So first is very simple. You have to do a connection manager. Let me go ahead and get that script in. Set up PV. Simple. So what I'm doing over here is I'm setting up a connection to SQL Engine. SQL Engine is the library I got merged into data stack cassandra-driver, which actually helps us make these models and columns. So an object mapper basically for Cassandra. So once we set up a connection between the SQL engine and the Cassandra, we just do a sync table person, and hopefully it's going to be created. Yeah, so let's run it. Done. Yeah, forget to run it. We just need to do a management variable. We'll do that later, or maybe we can do it. Okay, let's move down. One thing I'm starting to hate is always restarting it, so app.debug equal to true. Done. And every time I'm going to restart it. Let's go to API and define a route called API.route, which is going to be /add. And /add right now it's get, so add person. Okay. So let me just define some thing over here. All I need is a person object, then create, and its attribute first name equal to Sam, last name, yeah, you guessed it right, Adams. Okay, you can import this one, import it. Go ahead and take it into person. So I can keep on doing this, but we need to save it after it's done. So person.save. This actually saves it back to Cassandra. Let's go in and return something. Return person dot get data, and yeah, I know it's gonna give me a good amount of error, but let's see. One slash add. Okay, SQL engine exception. Okay, cluster not configured. So I was accessing the person object, again the same thing, without connecting the SQL engine. So let me go back to our script and just copy and paste it. So whenever you want to use any model object, this connection between oh, wrong one. There needs to be a connection between the SQL engine and the Cassandra that we are using. So there it goes. Yeah, invalid query. Okay. Unconfirmed. Okay, guys, I just got a call. Need to take that one. Okay, guys, so I found the problem. What I did, so basically, we restarted the server, which eventually ran our test case.py, which drops the key space if it exists, and then creates a new one. So we basically lost our person. Now we'll run this. So you always have to keep in mind, basically you need to sync the DB after you restart your Flask application. Now we have done that. Let's see if it is working. Add this. Okay. I hope this will give us good result, because I think we need to do a response here. But TikTok engine not callable. Okay, so that's why I already had a wrapper. Let's give this wrapper JSON API. Okay. So what I'm doing over here is just making a decorator, taking the result and converting into JSON. util.toJSON is JSON.dumps, and creating a response out of it. I hope this will work. Let's see. Okay. I need to run this again. Great. So next time I'm just gonna throw everything in there. So we got it. Sam Adams with ID this. This is what we have made so far. With so many bugs. So we can obviously make some changes, sync table after the connection is made, or do something. Let's see what happens if we put this thing right here. Okay. And import this name, cassandra-driver region, sync table SQL, and person. Great. So this works. So basically, before the app runs, we could do this. Or I could just totally remove this. And I don't have to worry about anything. Great. So the code so far, let's go to the summary a little bit. We define a key space, create app, uh, create a Flask application to the crew. We register the blueprint API, which has all the routes, which are going to add, get, delete, whatever the options, whatever the APIs you want to create. We connect to the cluster first default, just connecting to the cluster as default. Then we execute a statement where we just create a key space if the key space does not exist. So right now, guys, I'm new to Cassandra, but I'm not pretty sure was the issue because I had like uppercase characters. If so, you could just put it in the comments below. Uh, and then we connect to the key space with the cluster and we return the app. So our app is done, and before the app starts running, we just create a connection between the SQL engine and the Cassandra that we are running, and we sync all the tables that we have defined. So we could do person. Later on, I'll probably make a list of these models and put it like make it go through a loop and sync it accordingly. Uh, Also, you need to be sure to sync the models in a perfect order because you might be doing a foreign key to some object which hasn't been created yet. So always have that order in mind. Let's go ahead and see how we can get all the objects. So the query is pretty simple. If you've used SQL Alchemy, it's something like that. So let's go ahead and let's just first, let me do a copy paste. I'm a sucker for copy paste. Get all, so get all person, and I want to do objects dot all. We get persons, and all we need to do is a little bit of this comprehension. So person dot get data for person and persons. And as we said, we can make it into a post, so methods post. Now it's going to receive a data, which we can take data is equal to JSON.loads. Sorry, it's going to be Flask dot rest dot data. Let's import this. This is Flask and JSON. Look this ID. It's so simple. Once we have this, we are gonna do. Right now, I'm not gonna check anything. I just assume that I'm gonna send everything pretty nice. So first name and data last name. Person get save, person get data. Use reference for this. And we are gonna make a post to localhost 8081. Path is add. Oh, yeah, add. We send the body. We send a JSON in. Oops. So first name. And I can show last name would be Bill. Joker. Done. Ha! not loud. Oh, that add 81 slash no, slash 10. So we created this. Now let's add something else. Again, I want to add like 2-3 users, or maybe just add the same user again, since we have only one primary key, which is ID, so it doesn't matter. Go in, change, make it Joe, and I'm gonna again. I want to make it quick, so let's do it. Okay. Now we will test our API for get all. If it works. Nice. We're getting everything. Guys, don't worry. It's not my server that is slow. It's my system. I'm probably running a Tomcat, 2-3 Gulp files for React, and 2 Python servers now. So we have Joe, Joe, Joe. Obviously, you saw earlier that there was Sam Adams, but we restarted the server where the key space got destroyed and a new person was added. Let's just go ahead and try to. The system is dead slow right now. What happens if we restart? Okay. Guys, I'm also as new as you guys on Cassandra and Python stuff. I just started it last night, so don't mind if I'm like I'm struggling in between. Oh, so here we have the same data since we are not dropping the key space. Our data is persistent on the Cassandra. Well, I think this is the starting of everything. I've created a few more things on my personal application, like login and going forward with the React client side. So as I move forward, I'm going to create more videos. But if you guys have any questions, just hit me up. And this code will be up on GitHub. My GitHub will be down in the description. So don't forget to check it out. All right, guys, have fun. Thanks.